Our group did accessing inappropriate materials in schools. We found 3 problems and concerns. The first is that in some instances, students can gain access to inappropriate materials at home and at school. The second is that when an internet blocking system is put into place, there is a concern that students will still be able to access certain sites that have inappropriate content. And finally, the third is that school systems might not be able to block every inappropriate site, so they have to choose which sites are the most important to block students from accessing. We found an instance where there was a case that a student accessed inappropriate content in their school. That video is shown here. We also found many videos that explain how to get around an internet block at school, and an example of those videos is also shown here. In the past school year, Valparaiso Community Schools in Valparaiso, Indiana had to update their internet blocking system because an elementary student accessed some inappropriate material while in their school's computer lab. The school system also had to update the way to get around a block website by giving teachers passwords so that they could bypass these blocks. The problem with this, however, was that teachers would sometimes give students these passwords, or students got access to these passwords in another way, which defeated the whole purpose. There is a federal law that ensures that there is some form of an internet blocking system at all public schools and libraries. This act is called the Federal Children's Internet Protection Act. This law states that all public schools and libraries must have some form of an internet blocking system to prevent children from accessing inappropriate content. The problem with this is that there is not a regulated system that the schools and libraries should use, so not every school will have the same software, and they will also block different websites. We were also able to find an example of an inappropriate content blocking program. This program has a 3-part system to ensure a complete education solution. The first is protection. This is where filtering is done in real time and a website is assessed when a student tries to access that site, and it determines if it's inappropriate. The second is control. This is where school systems can specifically control what sites students and teachers cannot access based on an individual basis. The third is flexibility. This is where the blocking of inappropriate content is on any device given to students and is also placed on any device that joins the school's Wi-Fi if it can be accessed. In conclusion, accessing inappropriate materials in schools is a very well-known issue in today's society, and there is always some news about it. Schools have blocking systems that they use, and with today's tech-savvy society, these systems constantly have to be changed and updated. This issue should always be a constant concern for parents, teachers, and schools, and should never be reduced because of funding. Having an inappropriate material blocking system ensures that students are not viewing content that they should not be at schools and are also not sharing these sites with other students. We hope that this information gives you a better knowledge of what accessing inappropriate materials in schools involves and what has currently been done about it.